Hi Virgo, welcome to your weekly forecast for October 24th through the 30th. This is going to be for Virgo Sun, Moon, and Rising. You may stumble upon this video after the time frame I mentioned, sometime in the future. That's fine. You're going to see it when you're meant to see it. Keep in mind this is a general reading for the collective, therefore, not every single message is going to resonate, and that's okay. Take what does, leave what doesn't. So without further ado, my dears and my darlings, let's see what's coming up here for the Virgo collective. We're going to move you all just a little bit closer. And the first card we have coming up here for the Virgo collective is the Hanged Man, or as this deck refers to it, the Hanged One. Now, this is a card some people get kind of bummed out when they see it because they feel like it means that like nothing is happening, nothing's going on. But really what you're failing to keep in mind is that this is a major arcana card. And major arcana cards don't just come out willy-nilly. Major arcana cards come out when you're coming into a defining time in your life. You're coming into a new chapter. The things that are going on are directly connected to what you came here to learn, what you came here to accomplish. And so this is like a divinely guided crossroads. So it doesn't mean that nothing is going on. There's a sense of awakening with the Hanged Man, seeing things from a different perspective, seeing things from a different angle. So sometimes our angels and guides will give us a little bit of a cosmic timeout. We're not being put on timeout because we're being naughty. It's not like a disciplinary thing, but because something is about to come in. You're about to manifest something you've been putting out there into the universe for a long time. You've been putting this out like on autopilot. And this is the thing. Like attracts like, energy attracts energy. So the laws of attraction, the way the universe works, you've been putting this out there, it's going to come your way. In my experience, this happens. This card comes up to say that your angels and guides are like, oh gosh, like this is about to come in for Virgo. But we know that this particular situation, and for some of you, this could be a person you've been wanting for a long time. This person or this, whatever the situation is, you've manifested it, like it's coming in, but your angels and guides are like, look, like we know this isn't going to bring you the happiness that you think it's going to bring you, or it's not going to be what you're thinking. So we're trying to give you a moment here. We're trying to get you to take a step back and look at the situation to see what you're failing to see, what you haven't seen about it. And maybe for some of you, you still want this person, but there could be an aspect of the situation that you need to keep in mind. Maybe this person's coming in with certain challenges or issues. Maybe this person is coming in with like certain baggage. Maybe this person is coming in with something that you like. It's not, maybe it's not a deal breaker for you, but maybe you're not taking seriously, or you're not thinking logically of like the preparation you need to do to be ready for that kind of a situation. We can't just say, oh, love is going to figure it all out and we'll just get by on love. When when the reality hits and we're dealing with everyday situations, sometimes love is not enough to just make us forget certain things. So maybe there's something you're calling in that needs a little bit more preparation, needs a little bit more attention, needs you to really kind of look at this seriously. I know recently, I'm Virgo Venus, and I don't really set Venus intentions for the weekly readings, but I have had viewers tell me that they watch their Venus in the weekly for love on like a weekly basis, and some people have said it really resonates for them. But I will tell you this: I had something happen very recently. It wasn't around love. But I had an opportunity presented to me that is like something that I've been manifesting for a long time, around like career and around like investments and stuff. And I was so tempted to say yes. And then I had to stop and I had to go, wait a minute though. Like before I commit to this, I need more details. Like I need to know like what are the expectations, how much time is this going to take from me? Is this initial investment gonna go down in a few months where we're gonna say, okay, that investment wasn't enough and now we need you to invest more? Like I need to know details. I like we got a plan before I can commit to this. So maybe for some of you, it's not a romantic thing. It could be something's about to come and something's about to move forward. And it's like, hold on now. Did you really look at the different aspects? Did you really look at like the pros and the cons of the situation? Do you really want to get involved in this right now? And so there could be a sense here around seeing something that you've been missing, right? I do feel for some of you Virgos, you're feeling as though you've been abandoned in a situation, or you're feeling as though everything is like at a lull, and you're like, I don't know, I hear all about these angels and guides, they don't seem to be helping me, they don't seem to be doing anything for me. But I feel like for some of you Virgos, there's a solution right under your nose. Like there's a door you're not seeing, like something like your angels and guides are trying to draw your attention to it, but you just maybe are not seeing it. So they're like, okay, if we just kind of maybe eliminate the distractions, maybe in this slow, quiet time, Virgo might look over and go, oh, whoa, hold on, now there's a door over here. You can speed this up through prayer, through meditation. You can ask for help. Like, I'm open to see what I'm not seeing. Help me to see what I'm missing. Help me to see what you're trying to show me. I know you're trying to show me something. I'm open now. I'm open to seeing it. I'm open to receiving it. Thank you for helping me to see it. There could also be a perception shift for some of you because there is a partial solar eclipse in Scorpio on the 25th, and there's a new moon in Scorpio on the 25th. So there could be a level of awakening here where like you're seeing certain truths or having certain epiphanies or revelations. The next card coming up here for the Virgo collective is the Two of Wands. Wow, I just got chills. I just got chills. Sometimes when I'm reading the energy in a reading, I kind of get ahead of the cards. And that's what happened here with this Two of Wands. What did I say? I said some of you are being offered an opportunity here where you have to weigh the pros and cons. You have to weigh the challenges. This doesn't necessarily mean that what's coming in is a bad thing, right? I can't emphasize that enough. It doesn't mean that what's coming in is a bad thing. It just means that if you're just jumping into it willy-nilly, you're going to be really disappointed because it's not what you thought it was going to be. But if you go into it with real clear understanding and reasonable expectations, and knowing what some of the challenges might be, and knowing what some of the things are that you're going to have to do in the situation, it can be a very rewarding, very fulfilling, very wonderful arrangement or relationship. It can be something that you can really enjoy and you can be really happy for. But when you're expecting one thing and you're going in like expectation versus reality, it can be very disappointing. Or if you're moving forward with somebody and you're moving forward and you're not on the same page, that initial adjustment period until you figure things out and get on the same page can be a big headache. And it might make you feel like, oh, I don't even want to do this anymore. So you can avoid that. You can avoid the disappointment. You can avoid having to go through a difficult adjustment period. If you take this moment, you look at the situation, you take into consideration all the different aspects, you do your research, and you communicate clearly with whoever is involved. Right? Somebody might come to you and say, oh, I have this was in my case, I have a wonderful like business idea. I'd love to partner up with you. Right? But it's like, it's like, okay, well, we can do investment, or we can do where you work, and the work adds up to investment, and might have like a certain like hours have like, this much like credit towards shares. And it's like, okay, but we need to figure this out. Like, what am I doing exactly? How much am I investing exactly? Is it a one-time investment? If, things start going south, I'm gonna have to put in more money. If I put in hours, if I put in time, what is the rate gonna be? What is the credit gonna be? What kind of work am I doing? How many hours a week is this gonna take? Like, these are the things that we need to get figured out before we commit to something. We can't just say, oh, yeah, that sounds good. Okay, yeah, I'll work towards credit in the investment. That sounds great. And then you start working, and they're like, oh, I need you to go fix holes in the ceiling. I need you to go fix holes in the roofing. It's about to rain. I don't want it to leak in here. And you're like, wait a minute now. I said I was going to work. I didn't say I was going to do roofing, right? I thought I was going to do some filing, thought I'd write some letters, answer the phone. I didn't know you were going to have me up on the roof. So, like, these are the things you need to talk about. What does that mean? What kind of jobs? What kind of tasks? How much time? How many hours? What is the expectation? So you can have the right boundaries in place. Someone might come to you and say, Virgo, I'm crazy about you. I want to be with you, but I don't want to rush into anything. I want to take things slow. And you might say, oh, well, that sounds good to me. Oh, wow, they're crazy about me. They want to be in a relationship with me, but they don't want to rush. They want to go slow. And in your mind, maybe you think going slow is, we're not going to jump into moving in together. We're not going to jump into like getting married right away. We're just going to take our time to get to know each other. But you think that you're committed. You think this is a committed relationship. Maybe in this other person's mind, they're thinking that taking it slow means they're getting to know you, but they're also getting to know other people. But if you say, okay, I like the idea of taking it slow, that sounds good to me, but what does taking it slow mean to you? Like, when you say taking it slow, what is your idea of taking it slow? Oh, like not rushing into things and just letting things, progress naturally. Oh, okay, excellent. So does this mean that, as we're exploring and seeing how things progress between us, like we're talking to other people, or like, how, when we take something slow, how much time do you think is an acceptable or required amount of time before you have a feel or an idea of this is the person you see a future with or not? This is how some people get into situationships. This is how some people end up in situations where they've been going with somebody 2 years, 3 years, and they're like, where is this going? Is this person ever going to commit to me? Is this person ever going to be ready for the relationship to be on the level that I want to, be on? You can avoid that. You can avoid that uncertainty. And this person knows that, hey, I can take it slow, but I'm not going to take it slow for 7 years. I'm not, like, this person knows that I can give you time, but you're going to have to make up your mind here. I don't have all year. I don't have nothing but time to waste here. And so this person's going to know that, hey, if you're getting involved with me, there is an expiration date. There is, time is going to run out here in this, I don't know yet. We can give it a chance, but if you don't know by this time, then you're not going to know, or I must not be the one for you, and I'm going to keep my options open. This could make somebody realize, oh, okay, I gotta straighten up here. So these are conversations we need to have. These are the things we need to communicate. The next card that's coming up for the Virgo collective is the Empress. If you have Libra or Taurus placements, there could be big changes or big shifts happening for you in those houses or areas of your life. You may be coming into divine feminine energy or calling divine feminine energy into your life. There's definitely a sense here of a lot of growth, of being respected, of progressing, of coming into a prolific time. That moon is really jumping out at me, so I feel, Virgo, from this new moon to the next full moon, you're going to be manifesting a lot of really big things. If you have a Scorpio placement, I'd strongly suggest you check out the Scorpio video for the 24th through the 30th, because the Empress came up with some really powerful messages for the Scorpio collective. So if you do have Scorpio placement, be sure to check out that video this week. For the Virgo collective, I feel here this is about like manifesting and creating, but I feel also like a sense of independence. That which you're manifesting isn't going to be taken away from you. That which you're manifesting is going to grow and to evolve. And I feel like you're coming into situations where you feel like you need to respect me. Like, if you're going to be around me, if you're going to be dealing with me, if you're going to be benefiting from me, you need to respect me. So I feel there's like a raising the bar here in the way that people are approaching you, or the people that you are choosing to entertain. The next card that's coming up here for the Virgo collective is the Four of Cups. Now, Four of Cups for me in my readings can be divine discontentment. And that doesn't surprise me at all, because intuitively, I felt the Empress card for you meant that you were going to manifest big things between the new moon in Scorpio on the 25th and the next full moon. I felt like you were going to manifest some big things. Four of Cups reminds me a lot of the times of what Rumi wrote about when he wrote about divine discontentment. When you start seeing people around you like they're doing well, they've got these great things happening, and you're like, that's great for them. I'm not going to hate, I'm not going to be jealous, but they're no better than me. I'm just as good as them. When's it going to be my turn? Like, where's my share? Virgo, you're looking around and you're realizing you've manifested some things, but like they're bare minimum things, because you manifested them when your thinking was limited. When your thinking was limited and you didn't think much was possible. Now you're having an awakening. Now you're realizing, hey, there's a lot more possible for me. There's a lot more that I'm deserving of. And you're raising the bar and you're saying, I want more. I want more than this. I can be grateful for what I have, but I want more than bare minimum. Right? I want the cherry on top of the sundae. I want the spices, the seasonings, the flavors. I don't want just bland, basic, boring, bare minimum. You know, you can't say, oh, I can't wait to find a job where they're not always messing around with my paycheck. I have to always double check my paycheck and make sure they got the hours right. I got to chase them down to get my paycheck on payday. If you're working for a job and they're not paying you, that's not a job. That's slavery. Right? Or to say, oh, I can't wait to find friends who don't talk about me behind my back, or I can't wait to find a partner who doesn't cheat on me. Those are bare, basic, minimum things. And so you're realizing, hey, I want more than this. Like, this is just the bare basic. I want more than this. So Virgo, you're raising the bar, and I'm glad that you're doing that. You might want to check out your moon sign and rising sign videos. Some weeks your moon sign and rising sign might resonate more than your sun sign. There is a playlist in the description. It'll be easy for you to find the different videos. Love readings are linked in the description. If you want to check out the videos here for the daily messages, be sure to come back and check out the daily messages I do on the channel. And if you want to schedule a private reading with me, link in the description takes you to calendly.com/amethystangelite, and you can schedule a private reading with me there. Please be sure to like, share, comment, subscribe. When you hit subscribe, hit the notification bell. A lot of people have been telling me they're not getting notices from my videos. You may have gotten unsubscribed by YouTube. YouTube has been removing subscribers from my channel. I don't know why. So maybe you're one of the people that got automatically unsubscribed. Maybe you need to resubscribe and hit that notification bell. I thank you all for watching, and I hope you have a fabulous week. Do come back tomorrow, check out the daily message, but if not, have a great week, and do come back for next week's forecast. Take care and be well, my darlings.